At what point, how do you measure whether someone should consider a bankruptcy over debt restructuring or debt restructuring over bankruptcy? Pros and cons. Where does your mind go with that?
Yeah, I think it's really just going to be a matter of at that point. Ultimately, I would recommend to the client to speak to both parties,
Okay.
speak to an attorney about the bankruptcy, find out what's involved, the time involved, the costs involved, what can be included, what will, you know, what will be taken from them, what will they lose, right? They need to get that picture clear first, and then the same thing with the debt restructure or debt settlement. Sorry, is find out what's going to be involved there, what's the cost, and then really look at that. And it's going to be a personal choice whether or not you can, because again, you are going to pay back a much larger amount of money, and you're
With
still destroying your credit
Yeah,
with a debt
with the
settlement.
debt restructure.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're still destroying your credit. Your credit is it's gone. You got late payments, charge offs, collections showing up, and so that's 7 years. Yes, you can potentially dispute and try to clean and repair that, right?
Sooner.
And I'm an advocate for trying to do that. Now, depending on who you're talking to, Denzel, that's the other side of this equation, because some people are credit repair experts and they can clean up anything. They can clean up all that mess, right? Remove all of it, clean it, give you brand new credit in a month or whatever. And in my experience and what I've seen in this industry when it comes to credit repair, there are rules and laws that these repair companies are supposed to abide by, and there's a lot of people walking on thin ice, between what's legal and what's not legal. And it's just one of those things. If you don't get caught, it's you're fine. But until you get caught, that with whatever unscrupulous activity they're doing, filing false police reports claiming there was never fraud, but you're claiming there was, right? Will
Mm.
that can that come back to bite you? It can. Will it? I don't know. There's a lot of people saying, I've heard other people talk about, oh, just we get your inquiries off, we'll wipe it all out. Everything will be nice and clean. I work with a guy I refer my clients to, and he's conservative, he's legitimate, he's legal, and I just feel safe referring people to him. I'm not worried about him doing, but he's not going to do that, and so it's not such a slam dunk. Oh, I'm just going to clean my credit and repair it. If you have access to someone like that and you're comfortable working in that arena where it's maybe in the gray area, that's your choice, your decision. But I'm not going to recommend it, right? So whether it's the debt settlement, um, where you're going through default and you're going to end up having 7 years as it's the statute of limitations, um, versus the bankruptcy is going to be a 10-year statute of limitations, right? But with the bankruptcy now, you're going to pay back a lot less. You basically have attorney fees. That's
Right.
it.
You
The cost.
don't pay the debt. You don't pay the debt
You
back.
don't. You don't
Right.
pay the debt back. Right. You
So
don't.
you would say
Right.
that's, if we're kind of measuring here one by one, we're saying debt restructuring, credit's going to tank, you're still paying back these people, and once it's all said and done, you're still probably not going to qualify for anything. Your credit's still going to be down.
Correct.
And there's a slim chance, if you find the right person, credible, legitimate individual to build your credit back up, still going to take years to go about doing that. And you paid all this money. Okay. Now, the pro is from a religious point of view perspective, a faith perspective, from a standard of ethics perspective, from a better sleep at night, knowing that you paid your debts as a man, as a woman, as an adult. You submitted and paid all your obligations and settled it. You negotiated the terms and you settled it that way. That might be your only measurement for doing that over bankruptcy. Totally understand it from that point of view. Then you're like, okay, my credit's going to tank anyways, and it's going to take me years to pay these people off anyways, if I can go through the cost, because there's still a cost to do debt restructuring as well. So you look at both costs and you see, okay, maybe it's cheaper to actually do a bankruptcy, and I'm willing to have my credit be at jeopardy for a longer period of time before it can be restored. I just had a call today with a client that they went through a bankruptcy in 2015. This year, the bankruptcy fell off. They've been, improving their credit, put themselves in a better position. The 10-year journey without access to credit, essentially. And it's a tough journey, but one that you can absolutely overcome.